Well, alrighty, fellas, it has been a second. It is nice to see you all. It has been quite the weekend. I was gone for a batch. Oh, wrong webcam, but honestly, that's how I'm feeling right now. I was gone for the weekend for a bachelor party, not my bachelor party. How do I find the real face cam? There we go. Good morning, fellas. Happy Monday, Tuesday. If you're watching the stream recap, we have a ton of news to cover today and a ton of stories to tell. If you want to hear bachelor party stories, they will be over in the VOD on YouTube, not in the stream recap. That is some shenanigans that we keep trying to be PokeMMO focused here at least a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into our daily PokeMMO news. First things first, you might have heard Shiny Wars has been confirmed. This is huge for people wanting to take time off, schedule, I meal prep, focus on talking to people, scheduling things, getting your items and in-game stuff prepped, everything you may need to do. It's really important to know about what is going to happen. It's been targeted for the end of July. Now that is a bit flexible. Obviously, they don't have a direct date, and they're trying to figure out some technology updates, PvE changes, and a new type of reward. Now, when I first read this, I thought a new type of reward was just like another vanity, but they say a new type of reward, not another vanity. I think new type of reward is going to be something, I don't know what it is, something completely, it's almost like it's going to be a new type of reward. I know, very smart Patrouski thinking here, brainstorming over here, but I read it as just another vanity or some other like prize. I think this is going to be something entirely new, so I'm excited for that. So that's the current information, the update we got from Q. We're going to go ahead and now head over to we have a ton of forum stuff to cover, sorry, as I get back into the flow of things, I got to find I can't even find my browser page. Oh my goodness. It's been a while since I've done this, boys. Stick with me. I really appreciate your patience. What is it locked on to? Over here? Wait, one sec. Hello? Okay. It's locked on. Beautiful. We got there. We keep it live. Okay. First things first, there is a catch event today. So if you're watching the recap, I'm sorry it's a little late, but there is a catch event today at 6 p.m. It's going to be a long stream, like a 7-hour stream, boys. It's over at Eterna Forest in Sinnoh. Buneary. Nature bonuses +2 for Impish, +2 for Adamant, -2 for Brave. Shiny Buneary is up for grabs, as well as 1,000 RP. Heading into Shiny War, winning some free RP is always nice. Next up, there is a screenshot competition that actually ends tomorrow. So make sure to get your entries in. I will be doing that today. You can actually see over here my schedule, screenshot competition ideas and entries and brainstorming is actually on there. We want to have a chance as an Ironman account to win yourself a shiny Soul Rock, a Lunatone, and some free reward points. Take advantage of this. There's not a whole lot of entries from what I saw. The forum post doesn't even go to day 2 or page 2. This is a free chance to win some really good. A lot of players think overlook events like this. Don't be that person. Have a chance of winning some free reward points. Be creative. Be a little artsy. Have that photography skill. Take advantage of it. There's a shiny up for grabs and free reward points. Next up, dude, I don't usually cover PvP events. PvP events happen almost every single day within PokeMMO, but this is a big one. It's the UU seasonal finale. If you don't know about this, you can't participate in this if you are just finding out about it. I'm so sorry. This is about the best of the best. The absolute fucking god tier UU players going at it, fighting it out, trying to decide who is the best UU player over the past 2 to 3 months or so of tournaments. This is like a 9-week running tournament. And there are only 16 players in this tournament. It's a very, this is like top 16 at like a day 2, like magic event type shit. Any card, whatever card game you play, whatever tournament you type play, you'll understand this. There is a shiny Eevee up for grabs. First place is almost guaranteed gonna pick the shiny Eevee, and then second and third will go for either a Mismagius or a Rhyperior. I recommend watching this event. This will be a very cool event to go spectate on Sunday, the 5th of July, after the 4th of July, if you want to, reset after celebrating. 10 a.m. ET, Silphco. It's a little early for gamers, I know. 10 a.m., oh, so early. Silphco, Saffron City, Kanto, Channel 4, very classic location. This is where you used to always go for events within PokeMMO, okay? This is sick. This is a great event to go watch and go see some of the best UU players in the game going at it, what strategies, sick plays, and just learn and understand the tier, and just also let people flex what they've learned by playing the tier. Next up, dude, Team Synergy keeps cooking up new things, keep adding amazing resources to their website. And a new one that I love is the Particle Viewer. You can now, dude, for those who don't know, particles are like a little extra vanity cosmetic you can have on your Pokemon within PokeMMO, but you aren't able to see what they look like unless you can go find a YouTube video or go buy the particle effect or have a particle effect with that Pokemon, which is usually pretty expensive. So they were able to create this resource and gather videos of every single particle effect in the game, so you can see which particle effects you like and which particle effects you want to buy or pick up on your Pokemon. This is an amazing resource. Team Synergy just keeps cooking, man. Hyper, who's a staff member, but also I think the leader of Team Synergy, or at least a higher up in the team, has been continuing to cook amazing resources. Congratulations and shout out to Team Synergy. Next up, July PvP tier changes. Now, I don't think that these are like set in stone yet. These are always up for discussion, okay? And I always say, everybody needs to know about PvP changes. I don't care if you play PvP or not. Everybody wants to make money in PokeMMO, and knowing about PvP changes is super important to making money. If you want to go catch these Pokemon for profit, breed them for profit, EV train for profit, the demand is going to be very high once these Mons change tiers, or even right now before they change tiers, right? So there's Raikou potentially going, these are like the set to happen changes, but they might get overruled in the PvP tier council. To UU from OU, so down to UU is Raikou. I could definitely see Raikou being much more powerful in UU. Not that I'm the best PvPer in PokeMMO, but my limited understanding would tell me that a legendary dropping down from OU to UU might be pretty crazy into that next tier and something to watch out for. To UU from NU, so up a tier, is Snorlax and Ambipom. I talked about every time Ambipom has historically dropped to NU, it is way too good, and it gets moved back up to UU. I told NU players, abuse Ambipom when it drops. It just does so much damage with fake out into like a tail slap or whatever the move. I think it changed. I don't know what move they're using these days, but a multi-hit move with like skill link Ambipom and like you might use, I don't think you use loaded die. Let's see. Because I know what you would use on Ambipom like 2 years ago. You know, I don't know what they use nowadays. Let's just go check. We have this beautiful tool in game called PvP Statistics. Ambipom shot up to an 18% usage, 51% win rate. It is currently using Technician, and then you see some loaded die. Technician, Silk Scarf, Jolly. I see you down there, Snake Party. I'm just in the middle of my little ramble, brother. But what's up? Thank you. We see the Ambipom popping off, dude. Ambipom is a very powerful Pokemon from when I used it. Very few things tank it. I used to use beat up Ambipom as a lead as well, and you could kill like Golems and Steelixes with like 2 beat ups. It was disgusting. It was, in my opinion, I've always felt super gross. Anyways, now this is the biggest one. Down to NU from UU. Miss Magius, I don't know enough about. I can't comment. It might be really good. I don't know. TORKOAL. I'm sorry. You're dropping a drought Pokemon to NU? I'm sorry. Am I crazy? Ninetales, is Ninetales in NU? Let me go check. Like, maybe it is? Like, no, not, yeah. So you're dropping, wait, what? This is a really big deal. This is a massive deal. A drought Pokemon, a sun-setting Pokemon dropping down to NU is insane. Solar power Charizards are going to go crazy. Lilligant with Chlorophyll might even go crazy. Maybe Vileplume will come back. I don't know. That was back in the day what you would use. I don't know what sun users are lurking around the NU shadows right now, which are about to come out. Traditionally, Charizard's a very bad Pokemon because it has to fight through Stealth Rocks and it takes 50% chip, and it's just, you need sun for it to really be powerful and all these things. Well, if you have a sun setter, like, that's insane. Don't people use Vulpix for drought? That makes sense. And look at that, dude. Think about that. Imagine the upgrade going from, drought Vulpix to drought Torkoal. A much better Pokemon. A much better Pokemon. I'm curious to see how this plays out. A rock setting Pokemon, a spinner, a tank Pokemon being able to set multiple times. Simba's hitting his squeaky toy in the background. If you can hear it, give him a little clappa. Okay. Dude, I think TORKOAL could be a big change. I could be wrong. I'm no PvP player, no PvP expert. I used to play back in the day, but I'm out of touch these days. Take every opinion I say with PvP with a massive grain of salt. I think TORKOAL could be one of the biggest NU move downs in a long time, but maybe I'll be entirely wrong. And I'm going to try to breed some TORKOALs for profit, or potentially train some TORKOALs for profit. I think it could have a lot of potential there, okay? Next up, we move on to a more somber story, but an important story. In a story you see every so often in MMOs, because MMOs are social games. They bring people together. It's all about fucking caring about each other's journey alongside our own adventures. J.M. Maynard, who is a legend amongst my community, the PokeMMO community, he is the gamer who created my starting soon My starting soon and my BRB screen. If I recall correctly, he is the creator of them. Absolute legend in the PokeMMO community, okay? Very talented artist. And he, unfortunately, had a close friend that played PokeMMO pass away. He's looking for old OTs from an old friend. Hey everyone, I'm not sure if this is the right form or not, but I'm looking to find Pokemon that have the same username or OT as Chairnation. The name we're looking for is Chairnation. If you happen to have any Chairnation OTs, please reach out to JM over on the forums or over on in-game. I think he gives his IGN. He was a great IRL friend of mine for over 15 years and recently passed away. I've already reached out to JM about this, and I said my condolences, but obviously words don't do it justice. 15 years is a friendship most people don't have the privilege or the luxury to get. And that's beautiful in its own right. Sorry. Dude, like, seriously, JM, much love to you, man. Much love to you. I think the whole community has been bonding over this and getting behind him on this, which is fucking sick, man. So he looked through all my boxes and I couldn't find that. What trade with him? If anyone has a Chairnation OT, it would mean a lot if I could trade you for it. Thanks. And what was really cool, everybody's been so nice. I mean, how could you be mean to this? But like, everybody's been so nice about this. And Bearminator actually reached out and offered some special staff resources. This was really fucking beautiful, man. Sorry for your loss. It's never easy to lose a close person. I find your search both touching and inspiring, and if it's worth anything, I think he should be happy knowing how much his memory matters to you. Like, fuck, dude. For full transparency for other players, forgive me for sounding a bit technical about this. During my stay on staff, we've been approached for a few OTs of deceased friendlies or family members. Like 2 or 3 times. We always check if the claim is correct and the intention is innocent, and we are more than happy to restore a no-value OT Mon. JM has not contacted us directly, but I looked at their history and asked for some details, and all combined, it clearly confirms that both parties were close friends, as details match. That being said, we have restored a low-value Smeargle for the player, which is untradeable. We never usually restore vanities, items, and valuable Pokemon, but I think it speaks highly of the community when I note that we are never approached for anything like this. And here is the Smeargle. This is a beautiful PokeMMO story, dude. This is a beautiful fucking story, man. Much love to JM, and may Chairnation, you know, have a wonderful rest, man. Like, that's all I can say. It's out of my depth, and that's all I can say, and hopefully I've done this justice. I know I haven't, but it's a really beautiful story, man. Shout out to Bearminator, shout out to JM, everybody involved. Much love. It's hard to do anything like that proper justice. But that is our PokeMMO daily news. Now, we do have the achievement showcase and other things to still jump into. I've always wondered, when you use the GTL, how do you know the egg group of every single Pokemon? 12,000 hours. And I still did it wrong. There's a comment. I think I always forget that Magikarp is water B. I always think of him as water A in Dragon, which would be too good, honestly. I think it's because Dratini is water A in Dragon. Just lots of time of playing, man. People always ask, how do you know how to EV train things, Patrouski? Or how do you know what movesets to use on certain Pokemon, PVM or PvP? And it's just time played. Like, there are certain things, you can ask people, obviously. There are certain things that I can make videos on and teach people and all these things. There are certain things that you have to just play the game to learn. Like, it's just, at the end of the day, there's 2 main ways to learn PokeMMO: research and then just playing it. And I recommend just playing it and researching while you play, whether it's videos in the background, reading forum posts, or just Googling every single question that pops up into your beautiful brain while you play PokeMMO. That's the best way to go about it. It's like a wiki game almost, in my opinion, is the best way to go about it. Alrighty, fellas, I am getting distracted by the stories I had to tell, but first things first, we have the achievement showcase. Let's get an alpha to catch here in a quick sec. Let's go ahead and jump into things. Okay, we got Mojo, first ever shiny while XP training. I nearly killed it while watching your last stream recap. Congratulations, a shiny Tentacruel, a classic first shiny within PokeMMO at 26,000 encounters. Nothing super crazy, but beautiful, still an amazing story. Your first shiny is a big deal in PokeMMO and very, very unforgettable. Next up, another, dude, so many first shinies is crazy. It's a good sign, a green flag, when you see so many first shinies like this. A lot of new players who are then getting into the end game and getting into shiny hunting like that, right? So only started playing 1 to 2 weeks ago and got lucky. First shiny after 3,400 encounters, and it's modest 31 attack on a Golduck. Dude, Very, very fucking cool. Congratulations, gamer. Next up, Shiny Rain Team. Okay. This guy, 30,000 encounters, or girl, excuse me, start girl, apologies. My 4th shunt since starting 4 months ago, going for a Shiny Rain Team. Lombre, one of the best shinies in all of PokeMMO, maybe Time Swipe Horde, like huntable. 30,000 encounters, 30,000 encounters. For a shiny Lombre, Lotad is good, Lombre is good, Ludicolo, they all look fucking sick, man. Modest nature as well, so you can breed, like, it's a good spot to breed up into a shiny raid PvP or PVM team. Congratulations. It is crazy that achievement showcase is like, yeah, usually like 50%. It's first shinies. It's a lot of first gamers. It's good, man. It's good. Anyways, next up, 11-5er. I think this guy is an Iron Man, but I don't remember fully, so apologies. You're supposed to say Iron Man, by the way, and be really annoying about it if that's the case, okay? So, okay, if this is an Iron Man, this is an insane achievement. If this is not an Iron Man, it's still a sick achievement, and getting to PvP is really hard in PokeMMO. After finishing the Pokedex, I set my sights on learning PvP. I thought I'd start off with the NU tier, off the EV train, and learn their movesets before going 0-10 on my first PvP matches. I don't know if he, I don't, so he's just joking. I don't think he's actually started yet, but that's, dude, getting to PvP is so hard in PokeMMO. You should go 0-10, like, you should lose a ton, and it's all about just learning one new thing, like learning one new matchup. Like, oh, if I lead with Stealth Rock Golem, do I set up Stealth Rocks into a Lantern? You know, are they gonna Volt Switch or Scald? And like learning how players play, and you know, like random little things. Do I EQ into the Lantern? Am I faster? What's my speed tiers? Really simple things like that. Do I just switch out? Which is, you know, probably, it depends, like, but probably, right? Learning stuff like that is really important. And they're also accepting suggestions for banned pun names if you're interested. That's not really my cup of tea, but comments in the description or comments on the YouTube video down below. Shout out to 11-5er. It's a very cool NU PvP team, man. A lot of really good IV Pokemon. Hell yeah, brother. Next up, we have some reclaimed shinies, some returning stories today. Okay, Warbirds, who lost a shiny Mianfu, and Basalt for the 6 months. I can't read. 6 months Twitch Prime. Thank you, gamer. Back to Warbirds, who lost a shiny Mianfu while at work. He got a shiny, didn't realize, and got called into a really important meeting, and then came back, and it was AFK'd, and he lost the shiny Mianfu. He reclaimed with a shiny Magikarp just 3,000 encounters later. The shiny gods have fucking shined upon you, man. I'm glad you could catch this one. No meetings that day, hopefully. Congratulations, gamer. Next up, another case of shiny RNG evening out. Justice Dog, who was in stream today. Shout out to you, man. I saw you in chat. Went from going 1 shiny in 3 weeks to 3 shinies in 1 week. Shiny RNG will even out if you give it enough time, fellas. You'd have to just shunt long enough. They got their Pokedex entry on the Gold Dean, which is crazy, but they went 87,000 encounters dry for the Magikarp. We covered that before, and then like 48,000 encounters dry for the Gold Duck. But then thankfully after that, a bit of a wet streak, 3,000 into the Gold Dean, and 5,000 for a Dratini. Is that with no phases, or is that with the one Magikarp phase? You went back to Dragon's Den? I'm not sure. Yeah, Carp was, yeah, he says, I just can't read. Carp was caught at Tutopolis. Magikarp was no phase. Or the Dratini was no phase. I'm still cooked from the party, boys, and I'm just tired. Anyways, that's insane, man. Congratulations to Justice Dog. That is fucking sick, dude. That is really cool. You ended up getting 5 in that 1 week, by the way. I'm excited for the update then. I'm excited for the update, dude. Next up, an Iron Man achievement, okay? This is from Iron USPJ, who got himself 4 shinies over the past 2 months of starting his Iron Man account. 4 shinies, complete Pokedex, and all regions done. 4 shinies in your first 2 months on an Iron is really impressive. You've clearly been like hunting and getting encounters. Also, like 42,000 for the Wooper, 34 I think K for the Klinklang, 14K for the Carp, 8K for the Zig. Like, you've been hunting, dude. You've been getting encounters. That many encounters in the first 2 months? Insane, dude. Congratulations. Next up, this is a crazy, it's weird. Legendary hunting is such a weird animal, dude. From Fiasco Blaster, earlier this month, I caught my first shiny right before completing my Pokedex. Right now, the goal has been getting roaming legendaries, and they've done almost 20,000 encounters in Kanto without seeing Zapdos. So this month, they've done a bit less, about 10,000 encounters. 20,000 for Zapdos, and got nothing. 10,000 in Johto, and I think maybe they got Suicune, for despite not... No, they still haven't! They've done 30,000 encounters, single encounters, 0 legendaries. That is brutal. I went 22K dry for legendary on the Iron account at one point, and that felt like hell. Going dry for legendary sucks. However, Thankfully, they at least got 4 shinies along the way. Dude, they've been hunting roaming legendaries. They've gotten 4 shinies and 0 roaming legendaries. PokeMMO is weird. The RNG is just weird sometimes. You got to just roll with the punches, and you can't control what the game's going to give you. You can just control how hard you're going to work, you know? You kind of just hope the dice roll in your favor. That's pretty sick to see, man. Congratulations to you once again, Fiasco Blaster. Great name. And then finally, I think this is the final achievement of today's showcase from Iron Ace, who's got to be one of the best Iron Men in the game with this kind of achievement. And 1,800 hours played on his Iron Man account. Coming up on 1 year of Iron Man in PokeMMO, which is about when the account was like started and popularized. I finally obtained every single legendary that is permanently ownable in the game. They also have Darkrai as well. It has been an absolute journey to say, and I have enjoyed every part of it. And I can't wait to see what next year brings for the Iron Man journey. I seriously recommend to everyone to at least give an Iron Man challenge a try. You may just love it. I love that. I love that, dude. That is fucking sick. And look at this, dude. The Alpha Articuno as well is a flex, because that was, if you have an Alpha Articuno as an Iron Man account, one of the sickest flexes on your account that I'm lucky enough to have gotten one. It was a limited time thing. It was very difficult to beat, and you had to get the Pokemon for that fight as an Iron Man in the middle of the event. It was a fucking race to get that, man. Alpha Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Jirachi, Shaman, Heatran, Cresselia, Meloetta, Terrakion, Virizion, Cobalion. Dude, to have all the Justice Trio on an Iron Man, I don't know if this is the first Iron Man. It might be the first Iron Man to do this, or like the top. You've got to be the top 3 to 5. Like, worst case scenario, Iron Ace is one of 5 Iron Men, I would guess, to maybe have this done. If you have this done as an Iron Man, raise your hand in the comments. Let me know in the stream chat, whatever it may be. Very, very, very few people have done this grind and have done this journey. This is super sick to see from Iron Ace. But that brings us to the end of our achievement showcase, and I believe to the end, finally, of our stream recap intro. Let's go ahead and get started on our grinds. We have an Alpha to go catch on the Iron Man over in Hoenn, I believe. Are we in Hoenn? It didn't despawn, did it? Oh no, surely not. I don't think so. I think I was here before it. Okay, it should be here. We're gonna go get ourselves an Alpha. We're gonna go do our Jimmy run. Our Pokeyen stack has never been higher, legendarily high. We're gonna get back into berry farming. We have a ton to do today. Let's go ahead and get to work. We have a long stream today, like a 7-hour stream. Let's see what madness happens, fellas. This is a pretty like specific question that I feel decently comfortable answering. This is a great question. How much can we expect fossils to go up in price right before or on Shiny Wars? That's the real question, is like, when will the peak be? What time? Will it be right before Shiny Wars? Will it be during? It won't be. Keep in mind, the final like 2 weeks or whatever, well, maybe it will be. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Nobody knows. Nobody knows when the peak will be. That's the hard question. But I would say, like, usually fossils peak around 15 to 18k. At least like some of the cheapest fossils, skull fossils, whatever. Fossils can get around 15 to 18k during Shiny Wars. But that's, once again, you have to qualify everything. You have to make your own financial risks and decisions. That's if we don't see a nerf to fossil farming or fossil shiny hunting this year. In previous years, fossil shunting has been like kind of one of the best ways to spend your Pokeyen. Maybe they'll nerf it this year because of that during Shiny Wars. Like, nerf the points of a fossil shiny. We don't know yet, right? So like, it's either way, fossil farming, you will make good money. Yes. If you're just fossil farming, like, I need to do a full guide and video on that stuff soon. Things like fossil farming, things like, one sec. Fossil farming, Nincada farming, Ditto farming. It's gonna be hard not to make money. You know, there's so many activities that you can do. Even just like farming like breeders, like male breeders, farming specific species potentially before war, like farming female EVs or like certain like Charmanders. You should go check rare species right now. Check the markets every single day and see what's worth a lot of money. Like, what are Beldums? It wouldn't surprise me if certain species are already getting expensive. Like Beldums are like 7k. That's probably a little normal. Rotoms. You want to find like expensive species that people are planning to hunt during Shiny Wars, so they're buying a ton of them. I think Porygons got really expensive last year. Right now they're a little cheaper, like 6 to 8k. Porygons heavily depends on when the last Porygon swarm was, because that's the main way they come into the game. Tepig was like 13k last year. Yeah, stuff like that, like rare species, Drillbur Excadrill type beats. Let's see. Drillbur is like 5k for any Drillbur, stuff like that. I'm a new player. What's a Shiny War? It's the biggest competition, the official competition for shiny hunting within PokeMMO. It's like the Super Bowl of shiny hunting. You have teams that come together, and it's basically you want to get the most amount of shiny points throughout 1 month, and shiny points are earned by getting any shinies. Low quality shinies are maybe like 1 to 2 points, and then you have like shiny eggs like Charmanders being like 30 points. That's like the general, or 25 points or whatever. That's the general TLDR. But also, if you Google Shiny War Explained PokeMMO, I have a full video explaining the in-depths of it as well. Okay, so Shiny War is probably something I won't have to worry about. Yes and no. As a new player, you don't need to participate in Shiny Wars, right? That's based and true, okay? You do want to take advantage of it. If you're a newer player or an intermediate player in PokeMMO, oh my god, please, it's one of the Shiny War is one of the greatest like wealth redistributions. It is all of these long-term veteran players who have been saving up Pokeyen and resources for 1 year who blow it all in 1 month. And it is like, it's people, you know, buying Dittos and fossils and all this stuff. And it's, dude, it is literally like 1 year of PokeMMO savings all blown within a month. It's one of the greatest like rich players who have worked hard for it. It's PokeMMO, right? Spending it down to the intermediate and the beginner players who just put in the work and grind. If you put in the work and grind during Shiny Wars, you can really make a name for yourself, whether you're in the war or just trying to supply Lepa berries for teams and players. It's a really big deal. Make sure to take advantage of the money-making capabilities and possibilities during Shiny War as a newer intermediate player. It's like an event in that way of making some of the most Pokeyen, right? And I'll do plenty of videos covering different options and topics and methods. This is a great question. Someone asked, what is the typical winning score for Shiny War? We've only seen it 2 years, and we have the leaderboards from previous years. So in 2025, I'll probably just screenshot this actually. Give you guys a better, well, I'll do like the top 10 or something. Give you guys a better visual really quick. Stuff in my Jimmy run, but it is worth it for the information. How can we do it live? We're almost there. Boom. Okay. So average Shiny War scores for the top 10 teams. And look at the difference. The difference with like the top 3 teams versus like is crazy. Like the first place team scored over double of the 10th place team. That is like insane to think about, you know? Let's switch my team around really quick, 1 sec. But first place ended up with 3,384 Shiny War points, right? And then ETG second place ended up with 3,100. It was 30 people, I believe, per team last year. I think it was 30 people per team, and they ended up doing 150 team slots, which was like, that's a ton of people. Only 99 teams signed up. And this year, I think in the first year it was like 55 teams. They did a 50 team allotment, and it filled up like really fast. And so they upped it to like 55 teams or some shit, or a small up, and that filled up. I think there was like 55 teams year 1. Year 2 was 99 teams, so it almost doubled. It wouldn't surprise me if this year it triples to like, it wouldn't surprise me if we see like 120 to like 140 teams this year in Shiny War of 30 players apiece. I'm curious to see if we'll see a drop this year just due to updates, as well as like a lot of players I think never recovered from the burnout of the second Shiny War. Like that's how insane. I think people got burned out genuinely for like over a year from Shiny. Like that's what it takes to like win. Like it's insane. And you can't blame them. You know, you got to give them respect. Like it's a crazy thing. But like 30, if we do 30 times 99, this is about how many people. There was about 3,000 people last year who played in Shiny Wars. That's pretty fucking impressive. Like 3,000 people who shiny hunted that seriously, you know, is honestly wicked fucking impressive. Is there a reason why raids aren't open 24/7? This is legitimately a great question that's important to talk about, right? The main thing is just balancing of rewards. It's really hard to create raids in an MMO that you can do over and over and over again without destroying the economy of that reward pool, right? If you could go do like the Halloween raids over and over and over again, the prices of Pokemon and alphas and those would just fucking plummet, right? Now, should we have raids that are open 24/7 and adjust the rewards accordingly to that? Absolutely. I think, I mean, that's something having some sort of go-to PVM content is something I've talked about pretty much nonstop over my 5 years in PokeMMO content creation. I think it's one of the most important things in the game to have a go-to piece of content for players to just go do. because a lot of new players reach endgame, they beat all 5 storylines and then don't know what to do. And for RuneScape, it was like Chambers of Xerix, right? Chambers of Xerix was the thing you go do if you want a PVM, if you want to go do that, you know, and everybody went and did that. It was awesome. It worked really, really well. We don't really have that in PokeMMO aside from like preparing for and waiting for event season. So I would love to see some sort of PVM dungeon or, oh, I love this flex, Waz. Some sort of PVM dungeon or raid that you can do maybe even once a day. Like that's kind of, well, the problem is, do we really want raids that you're like supposed to do once? You don't want dailies to become too crazy. That honestly would become really, when games become daily simulators, like doing your dailies is so efficient to where you just like wake up, do your Jimmy run, do your 12 raids, and then like you're just like log off like that. You gotta be careful about that. You have to be careful about that. Should be a long stream today. Yes, you. So I think you honestly have to implement some sort of permanently repeatable PVM content that is just balanced and like has rewards where like it's a role. Like in RuneScape, you get like little, so like the way you would probably balance the rewards of a PokeMMO dungeon or raid would be like you just get like timer balls to catch out, timer balls and like potions and maybe repeat balls for like ditto catching. You would get like a bunch of little like trinkets and items and like things here and there. That would be my recommendation / guess. And then you have like a 1 in 10 or a 1 in 100 chance to roll like a special alpha or a vanity. Or that's the cool part with raids. Like you could have raids drop everything in the game, from vanities to alpha's unique Pokemon to fucking shinies. Like, let's say raids gave you like a 1 in 10,000, like a much lower chance to like get a shiny because it takes like a long time to like do a raid or some shit. Like that would be really cool. Like there's so many ways they could balance it, but honestly, just everything once again comes down to taking development time and resources. And I think it's just a lot to maintain things as a developer. So that's what it all comes down to. But it's a great question to ask, you know, why can't we just have 24/7 raids? It comes down to the balancing of rewards, in my opinion. Hey, Patrouski, I've been farming for so long, and I finally was able to buy the XP reamplifier. Congratulations, dude. Any tips to make your money back with it, please? Yes, dude. That is a great item to like buy and then use it to make more money, right? Start SP trading things, you know? Start EV trading and XP trading things. Things like Meowths. Being able to do Meowths with the XP reamplifier is really nice because you can put everstones on them. If you're using XP shares, you can't, you know, have 2 items on one Pokemon. But the reamplifier, you simply turn on, which allows you to then have everstones on your Meowths, preventing them from evolving, right? A decent Meowth, like 20 plus attack and speed with like adamant nature, is like that's 3,000. That's a Glemeow. Here, let's do Meowth. 25k for, that's honestly expensive. Damn, I'm surprised at that much. Level 1, 40k, 20. You could probably breed one of these for cheap as well. 25k, 40k, whatever. A level 101, which Meowths are pretty fast levels, 175k. So you're making 130k profit every single Meowth that you EV train and XP train. You could do 5 of them at once, right? It's gonna take you a few hours, but you'll make good profit. You'll make like, you know, it's pretty solid. Stuff like that, or it's not the best money in the game, but like it's also like really brain dead. If you're like at work or like you need something to do on the side, right? Trading things for profit is always good. It's not usually like the best money, but it's sometimes it's solid, it's consistent, and it's never bad for the most part, right? Is the main thing. Stay away from things like Breloom, because Breloom is 200k, okay, worth Pokeyen, but he takes 1.64 million XP to level up versus Meowth is 1 million, right? Typhlosion's another good one. You don't obviously want to change stats. Like Typhlosion, you would want like 25 plus attack and speed and like modest, mild, or rash. Level 101 here is 140k, 170k for the 231, and if you like do non-level 100, you're buying them like 50k. You can breed these for cheaper. If you breed a Pokemon, it's really hard to like not make money. If you take the time to breed a meta used Pokemon, EV train, do like 5 at a time, EV train 5, or sorry, breed 5, EV train 5, XP train 5 to 100, sell them, you'll make decent money. It's not gonna be crazy. It's probably gonna be like 100k to 250k an hour, depending on the Pokemon. Maybe some to be 300k an hour if it's like a super served Pokemon, you really want to look for like the niche markets, or like, okay, Torkoal, I've been talking about it, man. Torkoal might drop down to NU. Let's go see. Let's say I'm an NU player, okay? I'm an NU player, and I don't, why would I have a Torkoal? It's never been an NU, I don't think, ever, right? Let's go see how much it would cost me to go get myself a decent Torkoal, okay? We don't need speed. The cheapest Torkoal with 25 plus in just 4 stats is 100k, and it's bad nature. And it's not even competitive like this, like Torkoal, for some reason, there are so few good IV Torkoals in PokeMMO. You want to find... PokeMMO is all about finding the underserved markets. And now that I'm talking about Torkoals, it wouldn't surprise me if some people go breed Torkoals for profit, make some really good money, and then now that margin shrinks. And then in 2 weeks, it'll be back up. So like, I have a video called like why a money-making method in PokeMMO can't be ruined. And it's because things ebb and flow every 2 weeks. Like, what happens is, let's say, you know, there's so many Pokemon that are, let's say, okay, Torkoal changes tiers, right? Torkoal changes tiers. So it's really, the demand goes up. Demand goes up. Prices are really good. Breeding and EV training and doing Torkoal stuff makes like 300k, 200k to 300k an hour. Okay? Hell yeah, consistently, right? Well, now, as more people do it, the demand is met, the supply goes up, the margins start to shrink. While everyone was doing Torkoals, nobody was doing Gibbles. So that margin's been growing while that one's been shrinking. At all times within PokeMMO, a Pokemon species margin is shrinking and another is growing at all times. It's always like Torkoal shrinks while it's really good, while Gibble grows, while Swablu grows, while Electros goes down or whatever. Like it's always, markets are always constantly changing. So whenever I make a money making guide, you'll see people being like, oh, you just killed this one, and it may affect it for a few weeks. I'll be fucking honest, right? But things, it's a healthy market. Things adapt and adjust and change over time as supply increases in demand. It's all about supply and demand, really. Stuff you learn in kindergarten, and we learned that in kindergarten here. Like, as supply increases, demand is met, prices adjust, and that just happens to different species every 2 to 4 weeks. I constantly say, recheck the markets and recheck what money making methods are good. You got to just check stuff, right? Dude, I do not remember this. What is this video? I was looking through my old videos. Someone asked, I was trying for like if I had evidence of a shiny Moltres on my stream. I don't know if I was able to find anything. But I found this. This is what shiny hunting for a Pokemon for 16 months and spending 140 million Pokeyen to not get it looks like. For those who don't know, infamously, I got my shiny Cranidos after 17 months. So what are the odds I made this weird little a minute long video? Keck W is the description.
Let's see.
Old voice, old Patrouski. Why did I record this and upload it? This was a different time, man. Like, the video has like almost 3,000 views. Like, what is this? Is a nothing video. It's so funny, man. Things have changed a lot.
All right, well, show's over. Sorry, guys, didn't get it. Never gonna. Sorry, I tricked you guys. I'm actually shiny locked.
God, my voice is so nasally.
I didn't want to tell you. I've been lying to you the whole time. I can't even get a shiny Cranidos. It's just not possible. I tried my best. Sorry, guys. My bad.
Was I just like really hoping to get it? Why did I? Also, I'm at 40,000 encounters, and I'm pretty sure I got it. It was at 32,420 Cranidos encounters, but I think I was at like 42,000 like total encounters or something like that when I got it.
Yeah, oops.
Yeah, holy nerd voice. It is very like nerd emoji voice.
We tried, fellas.
The clown
Good
music.
try, everybody. Good show.
Okay, I see why this got uploaded now.
Make sure to like the video. Make sure to
I think I just really thought I was gonna get it, but that's such a funny, like, why did I? What a weird little time capsule, man. PokeMMO's come a long way, dude. Yeah, we actually did. Someone asked why do I need so many everstones. I honestly don't. I have 453 everstones. This is more than I'll ever need. I would love to get 500. Like, that'd be a cool milestone to like reach or whatever. But like, I don't need this. This is nuts. I'm looking for fossils. Fossils is one of the few ways I can prep for Shiny Wars on the Ironman account. I can't prep Dittos the same way a main account can. I can prep some Dittos, right? But I can only prep as many eggs as I can fit in my PC boxes, and I only have like 11 or whatever boxes, and a lot of those are filled with breeders and utility Pokemon. I have so little space. I can't store Dittos like in the mail or on alt accounts the same way a main account can. So on an Ironman, your best bet on prepping for wars is things like Lepa berries, fossils, and just saving up Pokeyen and things like that. So I've been fossil farming. It's one of my only ways to prep for like rare shiny encounters. Alrighty, fellas, catch event results are being announced for the Buneary catch event. In 4th place with 15 points. I had a 23 in this event. We had someone else in chat with a 23 and someone with a 19. So 4th place had a lot of competition in this event, dude. 15 points for 4th place is Gojo Satoru. Congratulations to you, gamer. 161 3rd place. Kind of a low scoring 3rd. Wow. Mithilson, congratulations, dude. I'm surprised at how low this score in this event is. 2nd place, 163 Sparks, congratulations. And then 1st place, we're still waiting. We're waiting. Dude, I'm shocked at how low scoring the event is. The winner of this event was a 164. This is a nest ball event, dude. 164 points to Ivy Meow. Congratulations, man. I'm shocked. Oh my goodness. And at that exact same moment, Paraguay is up in penalty shots. Paraguay versus Germany World Cup game. They're up 2-1. So little live, we can tell exactly at what second, at what moment was happening when this catch event ended. But that is the Buneary catch event. I will see you guys with the next catch event. As always, it's a great way to be involved in the PokeMMO community, see what's going on, and I'm going to finish watching this World Cup game because it is a banger. This is a really valid question. So a new player asked, what's a good new player money making method? And someone said Nincada catching, which is a great example. Someone said Nincada catching is so confusing to me that there are that many people shunning Shedinja. Think about it like this. It only takes one person for them to need 30,000 Nincadas. Right? Like it's same with Dittos. Like if 10 people want a shiny Charmander, that is 300,000 Dittos that are required. So there's almost always going to be that demand. Like the demand is just so strong, you know? And it's just such a long thing and it takes so much time. That is the main thing to factor in. It's a great question and a valid like concern. Absolutely. Alrighty, fellas, I think that's what I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Nice little 7.5 hours stream today on a Monday. I'm not gonna be live tomorrow. I'm gonna take Tuesday as a nice little break day. I think I need a full rest day, but I wanted to do today because of the catch event and like catching back up and playing the game and getting back into berry farming and all that jazz that I missed over the weekend. So thank you guys for watching. Catch me on Wednesday for another stream, and whatever video I upload on Wednesday morning will not be a stream recap. It should be something from the vault. Maybe like an old PvP game or something like that. So something coming out of the vault, boys. Like the video if you enjoyed it. As always, it's a great way to let me know you enjoyed today's content. It's free to do so. Dislike if I'm stinky. Subscribe for daily Pokemon videos. Follow me on Twitch for streams like this Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below, and if you want to go above and beyond to support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, PayPal, and Venmo do help out a ton. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day and good luck on your World Cup adventures. Peace, Reno, fellas. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here, and I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody's name who is on this list. You really allow me to make the content that I do every single day, and I hope I can make it worth your guys' while and add to your PokeMMO journey. Thanks again so much for watching the entire video, and have a great day.